Hi everyone. So we are going to look at, firstly, I hope you've seen the weekly astrology, which was posted yesterday, 21st until the 30th of March. I know the week will be until the 27th, 28th, but during the 28th to the 31st, there's not much movement. So I will check on Sunday, Monday, if we need a quick energy update. It might just be elemental spiritual guidance, and I can do just mini either shorts or 1 or 2 messages. Sometimes I want to do shorts, it ends up being a minute and a half of the movement of that day, but I cover until the end of March, and I cover until the last moon phase that will move into Leo. Then you have your elemental signs, spiritual guidance and healing. This is about a bit about inner work. And if you top placements, for example, if you're someone who only checks your sun sign or whatever sign, I would truly advise you check your, interesting, I'm holding this hand. I need to see what channeling comes through with that. Is someone got a bandage on their hand, hurt their wrist pain? Yeah. I don't know, that's significant to someone or someone around you. Okay, so back to the astrology. Yes, inner healing work, and you should check all your top placements. So basically, you might even check your sun sign, and you're like, I'm not sure if it resonates, and it doesn't resonate there and then, but it'll resonate further in the week or until the end of March, basically. You might choose to check the other placements. For example, if you're a Sun Scorpio, but you're a Virgo, I don't know, moon, then you check the moon, and it also resonates right now. Later, it might be the Scorpio, it might be water. And each of the elements then give us a little bit about possibly what could be happening collectively as well. I didn't mention it, but I think there's a lot of, I mentioned it a bit, but I didn't mention it as a collective. There's a lot of harmonizing and number 2s I felt coming up. So it's going to be interesting to see how that is. But let's focus now. I would say this is from the 22nd, mainly the 23rd, but because energies can be felt a little bit before. 23rd, when Pluto goes into Aquarius, like I said in the astrology, dip in and out. And we have the power, there's going to be some big shifts, but we have the power to a certain extent to mitigate how much of that impacts humanity and us being humans together. So do check out the astrology. It's going to be very helpful, and go back to it during the week. You might feel shifts and you're like, why am I feeling so hyper? I just want to interestingly check. I'm not questioning, because I like to feel hyper or I like to feel happy, but on other days I feel like a bit down in the dumps. Is there anything happening? Do also check shorts as well, because sometimes I'll have a day where I'm like, interesting, something sticky is happening, and I'll check, and there might be a little square or conjunction. I've covered everything. I've covered also the weekend, sort of Sunday into Monday, Mercury, and then I've covered until the end of the month. This one is going to be from the 22nd, mainly the 23rd, until the end of the month. So we're looking at how the transits of Pluto entering Aquarius, and then also there's Mars in Cancer. This is based on your rising sign, and there's not going to be timestamps, because each one I've pinpointed in a very short manner. So you just have to listen to one sentence and it will go on to the other. Check your rising sign mainly, and then your sun sign. If you don't know your rising sign, check your sun sign. You can check your moon sign, but because it's astrological, I don't necessarily feel that it's going to be the one that resonates the most, basically. It should be your rising or your sun sign, and I don't know why this is shifted. 1 second. Why is it shifting? Anyway. Okay, so we're going to kick off with Aries. Aries, those of you that are sun signs, happy birthday. You're very popular right now. So Aries risings, you are renovating yourself and you're questioning. This is all about your identity. Your role in the collective as Pluto enters Aquarius. Be on the lookout for new dreams, friendships, and networking opportunities. Taurus rising, Pluto enters your 10th house of career, offering a glimpse of what the next 20 years of your life will be about. Expect major professional transformations and opportunities. Why did I say 20 years? Because Pluto goes into Aquarius 20 years in November. It's dipping in and out, like I covered in the astrological week, dipping out from now until the end of October, beginning of November. And so really with November, it means by 2024, fully into Aquarius, no more going back into Capricorn. And that's in your career. Gemini rising, your beliefs and opinions change as Pluto enters your 9th house. Seek more visibility and recognition and find success as an educator, a lawyer, a writer. That could be significant. It doesn't have to be. It's more about your beliefs and opinions. It's basically around, also it could touch base with, you know, your expansion in terms of your beliefs of maybe your environment and travel and religion and maybe even spiritual. I don't mean you're going to get into spiritual work, but you might start having like a bit of a, you might start having more spiritual practices or theories, let's say. Then Cancer rising, the new moon in Aries that we've just had actually promises professional gains and opportunities for you. Pluto enters Aquarius, encouraging you to take a closer look at your finances and releasing fears and dependencies. The release in fears and dependencies during Mars in Cancer is very important for you because you might be feeling a bit sensitive with Mars in Cancer. Leo rising, when Pluto enters Aquarius on Thursday, it's heralding a major period of relationship transformations for you. Be ready to address your fears, move towards a true intimate connection, true intimacy, true connections, and true commitments. Sounds good. Virgo rising, expect profound changes in your daily routines, your habits, as Pluto begins its journey through your 6th house. You're focusing on your health, serving others, the community, and possibly starting a new career in a different, more around that sort of element, but it's not a necessary. It's around your routines, your health, your community. Libra risings, the new moon that we've just had in Aries was actually in your 7th house, which promises a new beginnings in love and business. So when Pluto enters Aquarius for you, it's inspiring depth and intensity in your romantic and creative pursuits. Scorpio rising, professional new beginnings and better health come with the new moon that we've just had. Pay close attention to your home and your family as Pluto enters Aquarius and tests possibly your family, your foundations. Sagittarius rising, for you, the new moon would have touched on, you know, new relationships, conceiving, a creative project, a child if you've got children. Pluto entering Aquarius is probably calling you to express your voice. It's around communication, it's around how you use new technology and how you're going to adapt that, and possibly how you'll be sharing your skill sets and your gifts that you have. Capricorn, Pluto enters Aquarius, inspiring change and transformations in your finances and values. Capricorn, you'll love that. You're building self-worth, starting a new career, taking ownership of your talents. I think you're going to like that. Aquarius rising, you're being reborn as Pluto begins its 20-year transit in your sign. Time to address your fears, get clear on your world, get clear on your desires, and transform your role within the world. Pisces rising, the new moon in Aries, it brings financial gains and projects that increase your self-worth. Pluto enters Aquarius, marking the time to release bad habits and become a healer. So where I say release bad habits and become a healer, it doesn't mean you have to become a healer as a healer for your career, but it means that you're recognizing your bad habits and becoming in balance and healing the modalities, and possibly doing some healing work. Mainly the focus would be on yourself, you know, coming into a balance. So that's really what I have for everyone. Made it very short and sweet, and please do like the video, help the channel grow. Let me know in your comments if you like the weekly astro and the guidance we did. Let me know how this also pans out for you, and I'll see you in our next readings. Look towards the end of the week. There will be I think it might be little shorts, updates on what we can, will it be shorts? I need to check. Sort of end of March, beginning of April, what we can expect for your elemental. I'm finding that the elements are also aligned, like so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces aligned, and if you listen to all your top placements, you will get the accurate picture of which one actually resonates or speaks to you. Sometimes we want to focus on love, sometimes we want to focus on finances, especially if you're in a predicament at the moment with your finances, then it's usually it's weird. So I don't know, the pile of cards was calling me and it was half off, and I know that I pulled this earlier for some readings, but it was half off the stack like that, and it was kind of like calling me, and I'm not even doing, and as I say about finances, some of us blessing our abundance, I love that, yay! So we'll end it there. Take care.